G'day and welcome back to another Catch the Spur. This is episode 3. Unfortunately, I did miss Everton last week. I was quite ill and we did play quite well from what I hear along the Reddit and the highlights. But let's get into Manchester City. With 2 clean sheets under a belt, Kopp makes another start. Charlie Grant comes in for a start. Koga and Hunt. Nilden along the back. Summanen and Spence in defensive midfield. Attacking midfield's England. Artinen comes in on the right, Naz on the left, and Tinker up top. I was really excited about this lineup, seeing Artinen come in for a start. However, seeing Charlie at right back wasn't overly promising. I do love her as a footballer, but she's definitely left side oriented, especially when she plays for the Tillies. She used to play left back, and when Nilden's not in the team, she plays left back for us as well. But even with the Tillies, now that they've been playing more of a back 3, she's been still that left centre back position. And she looks really strong there. And a couple of times today, she did just get beaten on that outside, which is where you really need to shut down. Hello, Future Catch here. I deleted the wrong edit, so here I am again. Just wanted to quickly jump in and say how excited I was for Martin Ho football. I was really looking forward to our expansive style, where we look to really press high, aggressive, and look positive. You know, he wants to go up against the best teams in the league and play the same style of football. He doesn't want to sit deep at the 18-yard box and just hold a team off for 90 minutes. It's not exciting to watch, and I'm sure it's not exciting to manage. But someone that's really good at that style of game is Tinker. She's really good at getting high and putting pressure on the defence. So, check it out here. So I thought I'd just jump across to this to show you an example of what I mean. It may look incredibly easy, but this is very calculated. You can see Tinker's here, and she wants to put the pressure on this defender. And if you stop here, what she's doing is she's preventing this ball along the back because she knows Beth is here. And if she puts on just enough pressure on that goalkeeper side, then it's forced to play into this corner and we can press as a team across. So it looks incredibly easy, but she stays there, she keeps the pressure on, and she's marking this area between a ball back to the keeper and also the ball back to the centre back. It's incredibly smart and it's what we've been missing. Anyways, let's get into the specifics of the game. The first half started really strongly, where we were pressing high and really putting them under a lot of pressure. Bethany England and Tinker really forced the centre-backs to play silly balls forward or force them out. There was at least 3 or 4 times where Keaton got the ball and she had to play the sideline instead of finding a man, just because the press was too high. Once again, I thought Jess Naz was a little bit slow out of the blocks, and I don't think she picked up in the second half. But she did some good things. Her passing was sometimes strong, but another weak performance. I was happy to see Olga get a start, but I think it was the wrong game. We knew that Manchester City were going to bring a very, very physical presence, so I would have liked to see Dennis up there on the wing. I thought that she's just a little bit stronger. Olga's probably better in the Summanen position or the Spence position to deliver those long direct balls, but I thought that today we probably needed someone a little bit bigger, a little bit more strength. And as I previously mentioned, the right back position was once again a problem. Whether you went Ribrick or you had Grant there, I think both weren't going to cut it today. We really need Ash Neville back from injury, so I hope that she's recovering well. I think both Hunt and Koga played reasonably strong today. It's tough asking them to look after Bunny Shaw. Bunny, I think, is the best striker in the league at the moment. She's on form. She's big, strong presence. She's quick. She's smart. She finds all the right spaces. It really is a 2-man job. And because they did that, it opened up Viv. It opened up Hemp. It opened up the wingers. It's a very tough team to shut down, and I think they did a pretty good job today. But you've got to remember, those top 4 teams are kind of in a league of their own. We need to try and get closer. We need to try and secure Champions League football in the coming years. There's no point playing mid-table football forever. We've got to be ambitious, but I don't think we're quite at that level yet. And, correct me if I'm wrong, I think, personally, Manchester City have to be league favourites this year. Tell me I'm wrong in the comments, on Reddit, at the Spurs Women, you know where to find me. Unfortunately, we went into the half 3-0 down, and the second half had very much of the same style of football. City did take their foot off the pedal a little bit, and we couldn't really counter, unfortunately. However, there are a couple of points I'd like to make at the end as a bit of a reflection, but I would like to also say a quick congratulations to this legend getting a transfer. As much as I hate to see Gracie in other colours, I think she's world class, and I'm glad that she got the move to City, and definitely one to keep an eye out for. I know at the end of this stream we'll do some quick fantasy notes around the league, so keep an eye out, but she's definitely in my squad, and I'm glad she finally got some minutes, but it was very disheartening to see her play for another team after her loan spell with us, going back to United, then being moved to City. If we could secure someone like Grace Clinton, it'd make a massive difference, and she even got that goal against us, so it definitely was salt in the wounds, but congrats on the Grace. She's fantastic. This is going to be a bit of a short one today. I didn't want to cover the second half too heavily, especially going in 3-0 at half time. It's a completely different game. You know, they took the foot off and, you know, the game just kind of died out a little bit. But that high press finally paid off. It wasn't because England came off. Holt came on and did exactly the same job. But we finally won the ball in a great position after pressuring them quite a lot throughout the 90 minutes. So go back, watch the goal, watch the game back. I highly recommend it, but really watch that press from the team, Suman and Holt especially, and that's how we won that ball back to allow for that beautiful strike. So my quick fire notes today aren't going to be as quick. This is something that happened on Reddit, something that I highly encourage you to all get involved in. This game is about community, and it's about putting your voice forward. It's not about going and abusing someone for what they believe in or how they feel. It's a very emotional sport, but I want everybody to be a part of the community. Jump on Reddit, go to the Spurs Women's page, go to the WSL page. They're all fantastic communities where a lot of good conversation happens. And this is just one example. I understand that this person was pretty disheartened by a bad loss to City and said that we were relegated. But these sort of conversations are the ones that we have to have as a fan base to grow and stay together. We've got to look out for one another. So do me a favour, if you're watching this video, go to Reddit, comment below, let's engage in some conversation. We love this team, we love this sport, let's do it together. My only other quickfire notes is all about Martin Ho and the squad as a whole. He's had 3 fixtures. That's not enough to judge his game style on. I love that we're doing the high press. We're putting teams under pressure. We really want to use that ball better. And I think it's working, but we have to give it time. We can't tell him that he's not doing a good enough job and getting someone else in. We've got to trust him. We've got to trust the process, and we've got to trust the players. This is our squad. Let's believe in them together. Other than that, there were some positive signs. Koga and Hunt looked strong man on man again. Bunny Shaw is just an absolute weapon. I think she's the best striker in the league. Left back, Nilden looked good. She was making some darting runs up the field. Same with Charlie Grant. Silmanen didn't win as many balls today as she usually does, but she was still getting in good areas. Same with Spence. As I said earlier, Olga Artinen, it was a tough game for her because in that position we really needed a bit more strength. She was too deep to try and put balls over the top like she usually does. She's got a great pass, she's got a great lob ball, and I don't think that right wing position was excellent for her today or going forward. I think she's much better in one of the defensive or attacking midfield roles, so let's hope she gets more time there. I really love Tinker and Beth England. I love their aggression. I love how high they want to press up the field. They really look dangerous. Those centre-backs didn't look strong on the ball, neither did their goalkeeper Keaton. So many balls were going out the side or being turned over in the middle because there was so much team pressure. Not just from them, but it starts with them. They've got to call it, they've got to press as a team. If one of them goes, it doesn't work. But both of them go is the signal to the whole team press. And we're doing it really well. It's just City are a very good team. Very strong, very good on the ball. And they broke us down today. It's going to happen. But we've got to go out, we've got to stay positive, and we've got to play a good brand of football. Lastly, let's just take a very quick look at aerial fantasy for the WSL. If you're not aware of this game, I'll put a link down below. Please get involved. It's excellent. I was very happy with the Cop and the Hunt clean sheets. Carpenter was a little bit underwhelming last week. Didn't really get involved in the play that much, so she only got her playing minutes points. Kirby was a very good choice for captain last week. I did roll the dice on a little bit, but she picked up a goal and a bonus point, so that's a positive. Unfortunately, Martha Thomas didn't see another minute of football, and Bunny got another goal. I did roll the dice again a little bit this week. I did keep Grace Clinton in the team, and she did come on as a sub, so that was positive. But we've got a long way to go this week, as this is getting filmed on my Saturday morning, so your Friday night. But with 21,000 players in aerial fantasy, I'd love to see and hear about how your team's going and what players are making the biggest difference for you. But let me know who your biggest scorer is. I'll put the link down below to join my league, and make sure you jump in there and show me just how it's done. Otherwise, I'll see you next week for when we take on Leicester. Come on, you Spurs!